so addicted to the texture of this. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio palette. Skin Prep 101. Welcome back to my channel. I was just gonna pop on and do a quick little makeup routine, going into the office to get some work done, but obviously super casual. I don't have any client meetings today. Sometimes it's just like that, you know? So we gotta keep it comfy. I'm just gonna hop right into it. So I am gonna do some skin prep. This is a brand new bottle of the Ren Ready Steady Glow Daily HA Tonic that I've definitely hyped up a lot. I have my reusable pad. Get you some on there. It's that good, like, tacky yet glowy base. And then I'm gonna throw on some Summer Fridays eye cream. This one I like. You can see like the consistency and the color it has. It's not, obviously it's not pigmented, but it definitely has a bit of that like brightening, almost like iridescent type consistency. Throw this on top of those eye bags. So something I've learned is that really good like moisturized eye makes that makeup application just chef's kiss. Definitely want to moisturize that under eye. It just makes it plump, makes it silky, good to go. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna try to keep it moving and just kind of show you guys real time what I do. I'm gonna do a little bit of my Summer Friday CC Me Vitamin C Serum. You guys have seen me preach about this numerous times. It's just my go-to and I really like it. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream for a good moisturizer. In a couple videos, I'll show you guys what I tend to switch to for warmer weather. I'm just like so addicted to the texture of this, or like don't wanna switch it out. But like I've said before, I have really oily skin, and so a lot of products I put on top are kind of counterintuitive to that, which I don't really care. But during the Houston heat, during Texas time, it's like kind of a necessity to change that out, and I will show you guys the moisturizer that I change out in place of the Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, last bit of skin prep, Supergoop Glow Screen SPF. Get you a good dollop of it. This is really what gives that glowy base. You definitely start with it more on your high points if you wanted, and then shear it out, but I just like lather it on everywhere. Protect that skin, you guys. All right, we got a good skin prep going. Skin Prep 101, it's a must all the time. Okay, now I'm gonna jump into some makeup. I have been enjoying the NARS like creamy concealer. I have it in shade Chantilly, which is like a super light one. Almost like I'm kind of thinking it's a little too light for me, but I kind of like it. Like I've told you guys before, I just love a bright under eye. I'm not gonna do any foundation today. I love a bright under eye, and when I go in with a generous amount of blush and bronzer, I think it helps to kind of tie it all back into the actual shade of my face. So, okay, fresh clean brushes. I have a nice like medium-sized fluffy brush for the concealer. Like I think this is a little bit light for like my chin area, but it's fine. Up that inner forehead right here, shearing it out just a bit. Yeah, so that eye cream makes it blend way better. I would say if you probably didn't have anything on and you're just going straight onto skin under that eye, that concealer, and I have found with that NARS creamy concealer, is it likes to stick where you put it, which is good. I think it gives you that good long wear that you're wanting and good coverage, but it would be very difficult to blend it out in general without something underneath to help it with that. Looking better. Still not the fullest coverage. I'm just adding in like a dab more coverage of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer with matte finish. This one, like I said, matte finish, fuller coverage. This one has more of like a yellow golden undertone as opposed to that super starky, like neutral undertone of the Chantilly NARS. So just giving it a bit more life under the eye, a bit more coverage because your girl needs it. Okay, Okay, and then I'm just gonna go in with just straight on top with some Lawless powder bronzer. This is in the shade Golden Hour. And then I have like a really big, thick like bronzer brush. And then I'll just go in and get a good generous amount. This Lawless bronzer is very pigmented, so a little does go a long way, but I'm also tapping on a powder product straight on top of like this super oil, like glowy based skin. So that's why I'm trying to like get that first blip of like pigment everywhere, and then I'll go in and blend. Over the eyelids a little bit. Nose. And I like a good fluffy bronzer brush because I just like bronzer to be like more everywhere as opposed to like meticulously placed. I kind of save that technique more for like cream contours. But this is just like giving my skin a little bit of life, so I'm not like being too meticulous. Just kind of wanting to put that color back in my face everywhere. Putting some of that bronzer back in. Actually do a little bit more. I like to bring it forward, give the cheeks some color. Okay, there, that's better. And then I'm gonna go in just with some like bronzy. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio palette, and it's the Peachy Love shades. And I'll show you what that looks like. You can see that bright coral, that rosy orangey pink, and then you have that darker, warm, bronzier pink color. I'm gonna go in with the tapered duo fiber brush, and I'm just gonna kind of like get like a good sweep of all of it. And then super lightly sweep, cheek, temple, up top. Oh yes, looks good, pretty. Sweep it right here again. This side, same thing. I like to go a little heavier on the blush, and then I've showed you guys before, but a little trick I do to kind of clean it up once I kind of have that pigment where I want it and at like the depth that I want it. I'm going just in with a little bit of the bright like peachy. I just think it's so pretty. Then I'm gonna go in with some powder. I've been liking the Kosas pressed powder. I guess it's the shade Airy, and it's the Cloud Set powder, I believe. I'm gonna just going in with a super fluffy brush. You can kind of see how like pigmented and powdery it is. I'm gonna go set those under eyes as much as possible. So I really am liking this Kosas because you can get a good set, but it really doesn't cause a bunch of super mattify. Like it still allows the skin prep and your natural skin to show through, which I like. So I wouldn't do this if you're like wanting like a super baked, like mattified look for an event or something. I think it would be a good touch-up powder if you threw it in your purse, but I don't think it's gonna give you that mattified look that you would want, like maybe for photos and stuff. But okay, so I'll show you my trick. I just do powder, and then I just kind of like go underneath, blend out the major lines of where you put your blush, and then it's just gonna look a little bit more like from within, not as like crazy and bold. Looks good. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my Dior Backstage Glow Face palette. This is in the 001 Universal shades. I really like it, except I just need to get a new one. They've been sold out, so they're very hard to get your hands on, but my like pinky one fell out, but that's okay. I'll go in with my other Duo Fiber Good Clean one. This one's not tapered compared to the other one, so this I think is just good more for like the placement, the chisel, and this is just good for like an all-around, really no rhyme or reason or rule, but I'm gonna go with these light ones, hit those high points where I like some glow. Oh, so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna go in with a little bit of the darkers right here. Hit that forehead. Okay, pretty. Now, I'm gonna pop on a little bit of eyeshadow today because why not? I have like a good, just fluffy eyeshadow brush. I'm just gonna go in and kind of give the natural shape of my eye a bit of pigment. So I'm not gonna go in and do anything meticulous. I have the Tom Ford Eye Color Quad in 01 Naked Pink, and you can see they're good like bronzy colors. I'm gonna go in with this like good transition color right here. And I have hooded eyes, so I'm going up above what like a natural crease would be to kind of lift it and create the illusion of that contour contoured crease up here. Bring it into down through the hollows of the eyes and even meet it towards like where you would contour the nose. It's just gonna give you that all around good contoured kind of look, just to lift the eye a bit more. Same thing on the other eye. And I'm doing it super, super, super light. I probably should have set my eyelids with a little bit of powder, but like it's seriously fine. I'm gonna do just a wee bit of this like bronzier color. And I'm just gonna go like outer eye just to give it a little bit of dimension. Just like the subtlest hint. And then I'm gonna go in with my finger on this like super pigmented sparkly one. And then I'm gonna tap it in the middle of my eyelid down at the base of the eyelash line. And then just no rhyme or reason, just pull it to the top of the brow to that high point. And so the light will catch all those areas. Pull it up, high point of that brow. Pretty. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with just powder brush what's in it. Just kind of clean up this, extra blend it. Now I'm gonna go in with a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury like dual-ended brow cheat pencil. I have it in shade Natural Brown. Dual-ended, one side is your creamy product and then the other side is a spoolie, which is not the cleanest, but that's fine. So I'm learning with this. I like to lightly push up, because for me, it's gonna kind of create the same look as the hairs, where like they start out like at the base of it, at the follicle, and then it kind of like airs out. So that's what I'm lightly trying to create, that same effect. Just complementing the natural shape of the eye. There, it looks a little crazy, but I'm gonna blend it out. Yeah, it looks absolutely absurd, but it's fine. Use the other side of the spoolie to give it a good run through, and then I'll show you how else I like tame it down so I don't look like a crayon, which is like my least favorite brow look. Okay, let me find the lids here. Okay, and then I like to let's do a layer of mascara primer right now. Taking my Tweezerman eyelash curler, going in, giving it a bit of a quaff. And I'm going in with my Tarte Opening Act Lash Primer. I've gone through a couple tubes of these. I really like it. Haven't had any problems. And I have heard good things about the Lancome Lash Primer, so I think I'll try to snag one of those next. But these just last me so long because I only do like a good coat when I actually use it, and it's not like an everyday thing. But I'm feeling a wee bit extra just because I put on some eyeshadow, so why not buffen up the eye a bit more. Okay, I did a good coat of that lash primer. I'm gonna let it dry down a bit. I'm gonna take my concealer brush, that fluffy one that has a little bit of, you can see the concealer in it, and I'm just gonna like lightly blend out those harsh lines of that inner part of my brows, because I do not like a starky crown look. I have found that this is like a good way to blend the brow out without interrupting the foundation or concealer that you have around it. Yeah, that's so much better. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Wow Brow Gel, and I think I just have it in like a natural brown shade. Just go back in on top, give those hairs a little bit more pigment while that primer is drying down a bit. Lightly. I hate when I get like my brow gel all messy everywhere. So much better. Okay. Same thing on this eye, super light. Starting at that base there. Grab a bit more for me. Looks good. Okay, I like that. Now I'm gonna go back in with my Idol Lancome mascara and go in and pop a few coats of this on. This one's drying out. There are definitely some other mascaras I wanna try. I do like the Tarte mascaras, but I've tried those, so I'm not gonna like go back to them right now, but once this one has kind of seen its day, I'll try to snag another brand to show you guys. I just like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing, especially with mascara, and I just really like the Lancome Idol, so I tend to like gravitate towards repurchasing this one. But for the sake of beauty research, I'll snag a couple of other mascaras to try. I don't know, I like this formula because I feel like it's buildable, but also like you don't need a million coats. But then I also like the like plasticky rubber bristles with the fine type comb. So it gives it like that lift and like kind of gives it the separation to give it more volume overall and like a bit wispier. If you wanted that, you could definitely go for that look. But I just like it because it separates it. Okay, so I just finished a couple coats of the mascara and then I am going to, I want a wee bit more blush. Just now that the kind of whole look is here, I'm gonna go back in with my Anastasia, that peachy palette. Give it another swipe just on the cheek. Yeah, I like that better. Like it. Okay, that's better. Just a bit summerier. Okay, now what do I need? I need a lip. So I'm gonna just do Old Faithful Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in shade Endless Cacao. I love their makeup artist pencils. I think they're pretty long wearing without the like intention of like actually being marketed for that. But of course, if you always throw on a gloss over your lip gloss, it's gonna be more of a maintenance thing, which I'm fully committed to and I'm fine with. But these are really, really great. I think if you paired this with these types of pencils with a good matte lipstick, like you're gonna be locked and loaded for a while. Okay, I'm gonna let's do the Charlotte Tilbury KKW. Love this shade. It's like a good lighter nudie pink. I definitely need to snag a new one. It's just like a good go-to pinky nude. So good when you pair it with a darker, I like a more contrasting lip liner and then blend it a bit with a good pinky lip gloss. So pretty. And I love these formulas of this specific one because like it still looks like kind of hydrated and it's not like super crispy and mattifying. Okay, let's go in with, let me use this one. I just got it the other day to add to the collection. It's the Maybelline New York Lifter Gloss with hyaluronic acid. So good like plumping gloss. So it's just a super, super almost like translucent light pink. This is the shade 002 Ice. I like it. It kind of reminds me of a mix maybe of like Glossier and Fenty. Closer to the Fenty. I wish it was thick like Glossier, but this is a great, great, great drugstore lip gloss. I'm telling you, go get it in every shade. And I don't want to completely ruin the shade in here, so I'm like wiping the applicator on that Cupid's bow up top. Oh yeah. Okay, I like that. So I'm gonna bring these with me, throw them in my purse. I already have some good setting powder in my purse for later when I wanna touch up. Grabbing my clean kabuki brush for that. And that's about it. I'm gonna throw on a little bit of the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. Just to tie it all back in. We'll do a little bit. This is my favorite perfume ever. I love the Louis Vuitton perfumes. This is Contre Moi, I believe. And so it's like a good, deep, like ambery smell, which is what I love. My applicator's kind of wonky, so it's like, I dropped it. I need to go get it fixed, but looks like I'm going ham spraying it, but it's barely coming out. So like literally like one squirt of these usually is like all you need and it lasts forever. So good. That's it. Here's the look. Casual day, but I still feel a little bit put together. Love it. And that's about it. Thanks guys for tuning in on this quick little get ready with me. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button to see some of my future videos that I'm putting out, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.